If you want to start and grow your own subscription STL membership site on websites such as Patreon, Gumroad, or anywhere else, this video is going to show you exactly how to do it and exactly what you need to do to avoid any possible issues. My name is Brandon, and I've been designing and selling 3D printable designs for the past 4 years now. And over the past 4 years, I've learned a ton when it comes to 3D modeling, to selling designs, and as well as selling physical products that I have shipped and sold myself. And what I want to do in this video is more or less give you my experience when it comes to creating membership sites, and more specifically, membership sites that give people access or commercial access to STL files. Now, what I want to do in this video is break down several categories when it comes to setting up a membership site and more or less how to make sure you have a successful one if you decide to start one. Now, this video is going to be more for people who actually have a portfolio of STL files or a portfolio of files or digital products that they want to give commercial access to. And if you're someone that doesn't, this may not pertain to you because you need to start making stuff before you can do this. But if you are someone that is looking to get into it and you're interested in learning more, then this video is going to break that down. Now, what I want to do in this video is categorize three different things that you need to know in order to get started. The first thing is setting up tiers and memberships for your customers. The second thing is setting up the proper process to avoid any issues with customers and as well as to get your first batch of customers paying for your membership. And lastly, making sure your licensing terms and agreements are clear cut so that when people purchase a tier, they know exactly what they're getting and that they can abide by those commercial licensing terms. Now, when it comes to giving a commercial license to people, there's really just a few terminology or a few words that you really need to know. If you're giving someone access or commercial access to your designs, you're essentially what is called a licensor. To someone who is using your license, it's called a licensee. Just in the same way, when you purchase a game online and you purchase that, you download it onto your computer or on your system or onto your gaming console, you're basically a licensee. You're licensing the fact that you're able to use that game, download it, and basically use it on your console or whatever, right? Just in the same way, when you buy any sort of digital product, you're under the terms that you're going to be using that product for that intended use, whatever that intended use is marketed as when you purchases it. And when it comes to tiered memberships like Patreon and more specifically for 3D printing, it can get a little murky unless you have some clear-cut terms. Now, the very first thing here is starting with your tiered memberships. And when it comes to memberships, you can virtually charge whatever you want. $5, $10, $15, $20. And more specifically, if you want to charge more, that means you're more or less somebody who has really good designs or someone with a really big following and or both. And if you have both, you can make quite a lot of money. But let's just pretend you're not someone with a big following and you're not someone that has made maybe more than 10 designs. Maybe you have 5 designs and you want to start making money with those designs, but you don't know how to go about doing it. The first thing I would do is start your membership site right away. And I would start it for as low as $5. Now, that $5 should give someone or the first batch of people, more or less, early access to commercial licensing for your products. Now, in the beginning, you're going to want to get started offering a lower tiered price plan for people for your first few members. Because for most of us, if you don't already have an email list or an existing customer base, it is really difficult to get someone to pay a subscription membership compared to getting someone to buy a one off product, if that makes sense. For example, paying something $5 a month versus paying $5 one time is very different. Long term, 12 months, $5 is $60. So for me personally, I look at it long term over the course of a year. Of course, some people will see it differently, but my point here is that the ask is a lot bigger for $5 a month, even though it's still the same price point. So, in order to combat that, we need to make the incentive good, if not great, for people who are our first members. So, for example, if you're getting started and you want to start your membership site, I would highly recommend you set up your Patreon. And within your Patreon, you set up at least a $5 membership tier level. That membership tier level should include everything that you provided with your STL files, and as well as direct access to you, and as well as some sort of licensing agreement for your customers. Now, we'll get into the licensing stuff later on in the video, but more or less, I want to speak on what we need to do to get people buying our membership. Now, what you can do is that you can always leave a link down below in the description at the bottom where you list your STL files that you can get access to those commercial STL files and as well as any other bonuses that are included if they decide to join. So, for example, when you list your STL files for sale, you can always leave a link down below saying that if someone would want to get all access to your files and your designs, they could join your Patreon or your membership site for X amount of dollars. Someone who's interested would see that, they'll click on it, and they'll be referred to the product page where they can see exactly whether or not they want to sign up. This is how we're going to get people interested. When they see that the price tag is $5, you list out all the bonuses. Bonuses could include STL files. Bonuses could include weekly updates or monthly drops, STL drops. Bonuses could also include direct access to you so they can talk to you one-on-one or personally or through direct messaging, and or maybe a commercial access or commercial license for those designs as well. Now, you need to incentivize this because getting your first round of customers or your first members is actually quite hard. But once you have your first 5 or 10, it actually gets a lot easier. So, in order to do that, we need to make sure that we make the incentive as appealing as possible. Now, let's just say we set up our pricing structure for $5 a month and they get all those bonuses. Now we need to make sure what the licensing terms are specifically for people who are buying it for commercial license. Most people typically would want to subscribe to a membership because they get access to some really big benefit. And it's usually just one benefit that really matters to them the most. And the one for most people, especially within 3D printing, is a commercial license. Now, for commercial licensing, realistically, you want to make sure you're clear with your commercial licensing structure. And what I'm going to do later on in the video is break down what mine looks like. But when it comes to commercial licensing, it's very simple. One, they should get access to those designs. Two, they should get access to 3D print those designs and sell those 3D printed designs. And three, they don't have access to sell the STL files itself. So that's basically what a typical commercial licensing structure looks like for most people. And when it comes to your tiered memberships, you're going to want to make this clear in the very beginning before they purchase to avoid any confusion. Now, in order to make this a little bit more clear, what I'm going to do is jump into my computer, show you what my license looks like, and more or less give you a better understanding as to how to structure yours. Okay, guys, so here I am within my computer here, and what I want to do is break down the licensing structure that I have for my customers. Now, really quickly here, I'm going to read the entire list and then break it down step by step, so that way you know exactly what this licensing structure looks like and more or less how to make it clear cut and very straightforward for people so that there is no confusion. So when someone does join, you need to personally welcome them and thank them, especially if they're your first subscribers. In the very beginning, it's hard to get that very first one, but once you get that one person, the ball gets rolling, right? So when people do join, you need to thank them, you need to welcome them, and you need to make sure you get to ask for feedback to not only make them a happy customer, but we need to make sure to keep them month after month. Because if we don't, we're going to face an issue called churn, and churn is basically the percentage of people that leave your membership at the end of the month, which is what we don't want, because if we lose a customer, that means less money in your pocket. So the very first thing here, when someone joins, and right before they join as well, they also get access to this list. So for example, commercial access to STL files, right? Thank you for being a paid subscriber. As an all access member, you have commercial access to sell 3D printed versions of the design. Very clearly, I'm making it clear what they get access to. And also, please read to understand the terms of being an authorized seller. By downloading any of the files, you're agreeing to the terms of this license. Now, my licensing structure is divided into two things: what this license grants you and what this license does not grant you, okay? So, as a licensee, you can only sell the physical versions through online sites such as Etsy, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, Shopify, TikTok Shop, eBay, Amazon Handmade, and additionally, you can also sell the prints locally through in-person events and trade shows. As an authorized seller, this bears great responsibility, and we grant access to licensees to use our work without the possibility of a copyright strike or an infringement notice for as long as you are an all access pass members. Your license is active for as long as you retain an active membership to the plan. Once your plan ends, you will lose licensing rights and the ability to sell our designs. So very clearly, I'm making it clear as to what they can do with it, where they can sell it, and the responsibility they have as a licensee. Because believe it or not, they have a responsibility to respect the terms, especially since they're licensing my designs, and especially since they're paying a much cheaper cost to purchase essentially what is all the designs and get access to all the designs compared to just buying the designs one off. And believe it or not, people, if you don't make this clear, people will just assume the opposite, which is they could sell it and they will do it. Believe me, that I've had people who purchase my STL files, and I mention it very clearly in the description that it is a personal license only. Message later on saying, "Can I sell the file?" And then I redirect them to Patreon where they can get access to sell the 3D printed version, but not the file. And there are people who will abuse this. So you need to make this clear from the very beginning. And I know it sounds crazy, and I know it sounds very mean and very blunt. Believe it or not, people do not respect the structure or the licensing structure, and sometimes people just ignore it. So we need to make it very clear from the jump what they're doing. Additionally, I also make it clear that as long as they're an active member, they have the ability to sell the products, right? So very clearly, for as long as they are an active member, they can do it. Once they cancel their plan, and at that time when that subscription date ends, they no longer have access to sell the physical designs. And I'm very clear here that if they want to sell it, they need to be an active member. Now, here's what this license does not grant you, and I'm also making it clear as to what they can't do. Of course, we can also list out, most sellers typically list out what they can do, but you need to make it clear as to what they cannot do. Excuse me. So here I have a really this part of the licensing structure is a little bit more detailed, but there's a reason for it. So as a licensee, this does not grant you the ability to resell, redistribute, remix, remake, remodel, or repurpose the file or work in any shape or form without written express consent from Make It 3D Studios. So I make it very clear that someone cannot do anything with the file as long as they have written express consent. So for example, I've had companies that approach me and ask to purchase my designs. And I don't mean purchase in terms of like the printed version, but I mean the STL version of it, and they have a license to sell it or to use it for their platform, right? And in that sense, if someone is purchasing the file off of me, basically there's going to have to be some sort of written agreement in place, which is written consent, where both parties are going to sign off on that. And that's what written consent is. Now, I don't classify written consent as in like you message me and you're like, hey, can I sell the file? And then I don't respond and you just assume the opposite. That's not written consent, because it's very clear that it's not the case, right? They're not even asking for permission through DMs is not clear enough for me to give you consent. Although it technically legally could be, but realistically, like if someone's asking you for that, they're probably they're trying to bait you into something, right? And in my case, like usually when people ask me that, I just refer them to the Patreon. I never go into detail as to why not or why they can or anything like that. Just refer them to that because we want to make it clear as to what the licensing structure looks like, right? Additionally, you may not also sell the raw digital files or reuse any of the photos for marketing purposes. Please note that we find any misappropriate use of this license and or breach any terms of this agreement, we retain every right to revoke your license and void any possibility of a refund. So this includes sharing and distributing files to STL groups. So someone cannot buy the membership and then redistribute it through Telegram groups, which is a big problem right now. Selling files through online channels. So you can't post the file on Etsy and pretend it's yours. It's just not something that's allowed, right? Making claim the artwork is yours. Now, I have no problem with someone printing the file, selling it, and not giving me credit that it's mine. Like I'm okay with if you don't give me credit, that's mine. But if you sell the file, or excuse me, if you sell the design and you make claims that that's your design when it's not your design, then it's an issue, because now you are misleading customers or your customers or those customers, right? That you made this design, in reality, it's not yours. So if someone were to license my stuff, I'm okay with the fact that they don't have to give me credit. That's the purpose of a commercial license. You don't have to. Now, there are some creators that I've seen where they ask you or they tell you you have to put their badge or their logo on the product photos to give to show that you have a license. But for me, I don't really care so much. So making claims about the artwork is yours is something I just don't allow. Posting designs for work or designs/work as on free sites such as MakerWorld, Cult3D, Printables, any file sharing website for non-financial gains such as points or tokens. Now, very clearly here, because I know people will do this, they will take your files and they will post it or repost it on sites like MakerWorld or Printables to get points and tokens. And that is not ethical, because you do not have the rights to do that. And I have to make it very clear here, because there are people that do that, and they have done it to me. And I've seen other creators that have had that done to them as well. And it's not ethical and it's not fair. If it's not your design, you cannot repost it, especially if it's not yours, right? And especially even if it's not for monetary gain, points and other stuff like Prusimeters and points from MakerWorld, it's still indirect financial gain because you get gift cards from stuff like that, right? So additionally, we also may strike your account and flag your store without warning. Please make sure you are respectful of this license. Please note, this license allows commercial rights up to $20,000 annually, which means that you can make up to $20,000 in sales, and this limit resets annually from every year from the date you subscribe. After $20,000 in sales within the year, the license structure changes and is negotiated with sellers. Now, in the very beginning here, in the very end, excuse me, I make it very clear that they can make up to 20 grand from the designs, the 3D printed designs, as being a licensee. And the reason for this is that I want to avoid any company with deep pockets who could have a print farm to just try to milk the design off of $10 a month, right? And truthfully, there are companies, and I'm not sure how many of them, but there are companies that use other sellers' designs and they have a print farm because they have the money for it and they have deep pockets and they have the ability to just more or less print out so many of the designs and stuff like that and make so much money off of one monthly membership of like $10 a month. Now, obviously, this is not like very common. This is actually a really rare thing. There are companies that will take another creator's designs and they might figure out a way, more or less is just to avoid a company to sell millions of dollars of this design and just pay me $10. Like that's not in essence, you if that's your design, you're gonna want to like protect it, right? And you don't want to give someone access to make millions of dollars off of $10 if if you can do anything about it. So this is just to avoid that. I'm trying to help creators. I'm not trying to help companies, right? So that's more or less the licensing structure of what this gives. And of course, if someone does make over that, if it's like 22 grand, I'm not going to hound them for it. But if it's like 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand, now it's like, okay, well, you're making all this money and you're clearly beyond the limit. We can negotiate what you want to do if you want to buy the file off of me or if you want to negotiate a different licensing structure monthly. That way we can kind of see what works. And that is really good for them and it's really good for me because if you're able to negotiate with people who are making money off of your designs and they're making quite a bit of money, you can offer the incentive for them to buy it off of you so they can sell it and have the access to the file, and or they can change their licensing structure from $10 to maybe like $99 a month. And what is $99 a month if someone is making 30 grand annually from your designs? I mean, it's negligible, really. So that's what my commercial licensing structure looks like. I know this was quite a long video, and I know this is more or less kind of a boring one. Not a lot of people talk about this, but I do think this is very important because I know a lot of you want to start monetizing your work and creating monthly memberships. And honestly, it's really cool that you can do this because one, it's recurring income, and two, you're making an impact and sharing really cool stuff with people who are interested in your work and in you. But that's pretty much my licensing agreement for my designs. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. Hopefully this video has been insightful and informative. My mission with this video is to more or less help you guys, especially if you're just getting started with licensing your products to people. And more or less, if you're thinking about it or on the fence of it, I would highly suggest that you guys do it because honestly, there's no reason not to. And there's really no reason why you shouldn't want to charge for your designs if you're making good stuff. So, more or less, to kind of summarize everything we've covered, one, if you're just getting started with your membership, charge as low as you can, like $5, offer and make the incentives really good. I would also suggest offering those incentives to like the first 10 to 20 people. So that way the first 10 to 20 people get a really good deal. And that way you make kind of make it like an incentive where if you don't join now, you lose out on this ability to get access to the commercial license. And after those 20 people or 10 people, then you raise the price to like $10. So for example, you list it for $5 to get all these bonuses. And then after 20 people join or 10 people join, price goes up to $10, right? So that means you get your first initial set of fans joining in, you got people paying you, you message them, build a relationship with them, and as well as you need to make sure that you have a clear licensing agreement and structure in the beginning and as well as towards the end, even after post purchase. Because if you have it in the tiered membership, I promise you people don't read it sometimes. So you need to make it clear in the actual page itself that here's what they're going to get. Here's what the licensing structure looks like and exactly what they can do with it. So that way there's no confusion that there's not someone violating those terms. And it's just less likely that there's going to be headaches in the future anyway. So my point with this video is just to give you some insight as to this and how to make sure you're successful in your journey and more or less getting you started because I know a lot of you want to do this. And it's a really cool feeling seeing people join and subscribe to your Patreon or your membership sites because it can really make a difference and help other creators who are just getting started and who want to scale their 3D printing business. So thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.